So it was a weird start to your year, you know, but then you had a great performance after that. How does it feel right now coming into this fight?
Man, it's been a blessing, honestly, this year. Even having that fight get rescheduled with Chiesa, it's gave me more time to train. This has been my first time having like a full training camp for a full year. It feels amazing, man. I'm just excited to be here. It feels good to be here.
It's a big spot on a big card. Does it kind of feel like justice for you to be here? It feels like you're kind of weirdly connected to this fight, right?
I mean, it's all lightweight, so I feel like I've been here before, man. I've been in the main event. I've been the champion before. I'm just having fun.
The idea that you guys are the backup plan, you know, I mean, obviously it's a big fight in itself, but the idea that that could be there, did that factor in your decision at all in taking this fight and wanting to be on this card?
No, you know, when I came to Vegas after Kevin Lee was talking mad trash, you know, me and Kevin were boys, and then he comes out and says all that stuff. So, you know, I came to Vegas, had the meeting with Dana and Sean Shelby. I'm like, put me and Kevin on Vegas or New York. I wanted to fight in New York. And they're like, no, you're fighting Milwaukee. So I go back home, I think I'm chilling. Phone rings, and they call and tell me. I said, send the contract. I don't even care about the details, send the contract.
So you're not thinking at all about, I mean, I went in this position if either you or Tony are kind of like, you know, if something bad happens this week, I might get a shot at a title.
Well, that's in the back of my head, but I mean, I'm fighting Tony Ferguson, bro. A guy like that made me wake up motivated every day. It felt good to get up motivated. Like, I got this guy in front of me in a couple weeks. The world's gonna be watching, and he's a killer, and I'm a killer, so it's gonna be killer be killer.
What about that matchup? I mean, the two of you guys' styles, it looks like it could be some insanity out there.
Well, you guys know me, man. I come to fight, and he comes to fight, so I mean, this is a great recipe for a great fight for you guys.
And last thing for me, I mean, is this a number one contender fight in your mind?
Who knows, man? I feel like it's not about the rankings no more. It's about popularity. If I go out there, I pull off a Showtime kick, I'm getting a title shot. You know, so it all depends on who the fans want to see fight.
What do you think about the Nate Diaz-Dustin Poirier matchup coming up in New York?
Yeah, I think that's a great matchup. I mean, I haven't seen Diaz in a long time. I fought Dustin. I know what he brings, and I think that's a great matchup. It's a huge matchup for the lightweight division.
Anthony, you've had your share of injuries over the years. Are you surprised Tony is coming back so quick from the injury he had earlier this year?
Yeah, you know what? That's a quick return from the knee surgery. You know, I had a knee surgery done. It takes a long time, not only for the actual injury recovery, but for the mind recovery, just to get used to checking again and used to using it again. So, I mean, I know he had surgery, and it's in the front left leg, so it's there.
So it's a target, right?
I mean, I'm gonna go out there and fight this guy. That's it. I'm not gonna defend takedowns. I'm not gonna try holding him on the cage. I'm not gonna try fighting him off my back. I'm gonna go fight this guy and try to knock him out with every combo.
You said you're having fun now. You've been at it for quite a while. Do you enjoy things? You take more time and appreciate them more now than you did maybe when you were younger?
Yeah, I got it thrown at me, man. I came into UFC. I was a champion a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, not even 2 years. I was a champion of the UFC. WEC. We all know how that ended. So. My career has went crazy. You know, I forgot to sit back and actually breathe and look where I was at. And when I lost the belt, I was so focused on getting it back, I didn't get to, I didn't even enjoy where I was at. And this time around, you know, I'm enjoying where I'm at. I'm having a great time. I had a great camp, and I'm just motivated to go out. I can't wait till Sunday to be like that.
What about the dynamic of sharing the card with Sergio again? I know you guys have had mixed feelings, mixed results doing that.
Yeah, man, I love it, actually. I got to do the full training camp with Serge. I can see how well prepared he is. It's on his hands, you know. It's his time to fight. My time's going to be later, and we'll talk about it after the fights, but it's in his hands, and I'm well confident that he's ready to go.
This could very well be number one contenders for both of you guys, right?
It's crazy, man. Team Pettis is coming over big. I mean, Sunday's going to be a fun day for Team Pettis.
Diaz and Poirier are competitioning for a 165-pound division for their fight. That's something that you think is needed in the UFC, 165?
I think so. I mean, it's a hard cut for guys to get down from, you know, the higher weight classes. Like Chiesa, a big guy like that. You know, I'm staring up at him. I'm like, how is he making 55? So it gives these guys more options. I mean, I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but I think it makes sense. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. And then you move 75 up. Or, I mean, I'm sure the guys at 70 would be happy about that. You know, make another 10 pounds every division, and then go from there.
I know a lot of times when you and your brother fight on the card, you know, it's emotional for both of you. Will you even watch his fight ahead of yours?
Yeah, this time I'm in watching everything. I'm gonna go and smell the air. I'm gonna breathe in everything. I'm having a good time right now. I got chills talking about it. I'm excited.
What are your thoughts on the main event between Khabib and Conor? Obviously, you almost fought Khabib. There was a fight that didn't come together. What are your thoughts on how this plays out? And will you be looking to sort of send a message to them if the fight goes well for you with Tony before they even step in the octagon?
Yeah, I mean, I think my performance will send the message. I think that fight's a great fight, man. Khabib is undefeated. You know, I almost had the chance to fight him in Brooklyn. That didn't. I think the media pushed that harder than it was. I really didn't have a guaranteed answer that I was, you know, fighting Khabib. So it was almost there. You know, it got me excited. But you know, now I'm here. I'm fighting Tony. The main event's a great fight. Conor McGregor, Khabib. I mean, they're both killers.
What would excite you more, a fight with Khabib or Conor McGregor, depending on sort of who wins the UFC 229? What excites you more in a matchup?
Whoever has the belt.
You talked to me ahead of your last fight about getting away from the wrestling, getting back to what makes it fun for you. How have you approached this camp? Is it kind of the same philosophy?
Same exact way, and I had a blast. It felt good to have fun training again. Now, I was happy to go to the gym. I was motivated to go to the gym. I've gotten so much better, and I can't wait to show it.
Yourself excluded, who's the best lightweight in the world right now?
Khabib.
So you think he beats Conor?
No, I think Conor wins.
How?
Knockout.
Why?
I don't know what round, because Khabib gets hit, and Conor has the ability to put him away.
Have you just seen holes in the striking game with Khabib? And then
I mean, we
maybe
all seen holes in the striking game. We saw his last fight against Al, and we seen how he performed. If he comes like that against Conor, I mean, that's the wrong guy to go against. So I'm sure he's motivated. I'm sure Conor's motivated, but I'm picking Conor.
So is it just a case of styles make fights, or do you think whoever has the belt is the rightful best lightweight in the world?
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, because you said Khabib is the best lightweight in the
Oh
world.
yeah, he's the champ. I mean, Khabib's the current champion. I mean, so Conor has to go over and prove it again.
Where does Tony rank in that conversation? I mean, he's in the longest winning streak in the history of this weight class.
Yeah, but who's he fought? That's what we gotta look at. I mean, who did he win the belt against? I mean, even Khabib, who did he win the belt against? Like, he didn't win the belt against the world champion. So we're in a weird spot. You look at the last 10 fights. Like, let's. I mean, there's some good wins, some great wins, but again, he didn't fought the best in the division.
So who do you feel is the rightful champion of the division then? Do you feel maybe Conor McGregor might have that claim because he beat Eddie Alvarez, who's technically...
Well, I think Conor's win over Eddie solidifies him more as champion than Khabib beating El Quinta. I mean, that's just facts. So the belts, it is where it is. They had to do it for the business. They had to move it forward. But if it was true to the game, I mean, Conor would be the champion.
Have you watched some of Tony's workout videos on
I do, yeah. I mean, Tony's a killer, man. I respect this guy as a fighter, but I'm gonna go out there and try to whip his ass.
He seems kind of like an unorthodox type of guy. Is that something that's to worry about going to fights? You don't really know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable.
Well, that's why his success is so great, I think. And that's how I used to be. I used to be so comfortable in the chaos that I just pull off a guillotine. I pull off these submissions. I make these guys so uncomfortable with the chaos, the submissions and the knockouts happen, and that's what he's doing for himself too. So I'm excited about it.
Do you see some of yourself in him a little bit?
No, I don't. I think he does a totally different style. I don't think anybody in the UFC has my style. I think I have a very different style, and when I'm true to my game, we leave it with a smile on their face. The fans give what they pay for.
Given his style, are you surprised he's won as many fights in a row as he has? That he hasn't just been caught at some point or made, a mistake?
Nah, the dude's Mexican, bro, and I train with Mexicans. The Mexicans are tough. I'm Mexican. These Mexicans are tough, and if you have a little bit of skill in the Mexican, you can go a long way.
Anthony, you're around your brother all the time, and he hasn't won a title yet. You have. What do you think is, like, if there is one, a difference just in how that motivation works when you've had it and you're trying to get it back, or when you haven't had it yet?
I stopped thinking about that, man. I stopped trying to get it back. I mean, I'm on my title run right now. This is my real title run. This is gonna be the real title run where I get to hold on to this. I'm ready for it now. Before I was too young, I took it for granted. I took it for granted. I was in a spot where I wasn't ready for it, and that had to happen. I went back. I watched the RDA fight. I appreciated what happened in that fight. I showed some heart. I showed some great things, and I know that's there. And that right there, I think that me watching that fight freed me. I wasn't trying to chase the belt. I wasn't trying to erase RDA. Trying to grow from it, and that's where I'm at now.
Would you say you're in a better place mentally now than you were probably even when you had the title? Because it seems like you're a little bit happier now.
I feel so good. Everything from my private life, my fiance, my daughter, my gyms, my businesses. It feels good.
How much? I mean, it sounds like it's liberating, but was that dark place necessary?
That dark place was me. I made that dark place happen. I let all these comments and all the Instagram, social media, all the talk about Pettis is too old, he needs to retire, he needs to wrestle. I let that get in my head, and that made a dark place. I was in my own dark place until I just figured it out. Like, I just got to get out of there, have fun, train again, and the results will show.
Was it somebody that you talked to, or was it just something that clicked inside of you to pull you out of this?
I was just tired of fucking losing, man. Honestly, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I know when I spar, I'm dropping guys left and right. I'm killing, and then I'm like, what's the difference to the fight? I'm putting so much pressure on that 15 minutes that I forget to go have fun and be me, and I'm getting back to doing it.
Does that mean you sort of ignore social media a little bit these days, and what people are saying and what's being written? And is that sort of,
a focus of yours?
No, I definitely don't ignore it because I mean I want to know what the fans are thinking. I want to know who's next in line. I want to know because that's who dictates who's next in line for a title shot. The fans, not no rankings, not your performance. Who do the fans want to see fight? That's who's next in line for to be the best in the world. I want to know what it is, but now I have a filter. You know, I understand. I can't let that go deep I can't let it cut. You know, I can't let it go deep where I'm like taking offense to it. If I take offense to it, then it must be true, and I know it's not true.
Cool.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.